Hi guys, I'm Alyssa.
And I'm Aimee.
Today we're going to be talking with Wellington Phoenix players Aimee and Alyssa on their football journeys, injuries, celebrations, viral scoring moments.
We'll also be talking about mental health and pre-game rituals. And I think it will be a great episode, hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Alyssa and Aimee, welcome to episode 5 of Millie and Billy No Ball. Woo!
Yay!
So grateful, guys.
We're so excited to have you guys on the pod. And we'd love to get started by just getting to know you guys a little bit. So, Alyssa, do you want to tell us who you are?
I'm Alyssa Whinham. I play for the Wellington Phoenix. I've been there this will be my 5th year now.
Way!
Yeah, so long. Currently in Australia right now though. But yeah, I play soccer or football, and yeah, that's what I do.
Awesome. And Aimee, tell us about yourself.
Yeah, cheers. My name is Aimee. I'm a goalkeeper at the Wellington Phoenix, and I've been there for 3 years, I think now. Around 3 years. And I'm 20 years old.
So basically, they're both absolute ballers. They've both represented New Zealand at Youth World Cups. They're both so talented and been playing at the Wellington Phoenix for a few years and establishing themselves. I think they're both fan favorites. So yeah, we're excited to keep following their journey. Up and coming ballers in New Zealand. So yeah.
Stop it, Millie.
What I would like to start off with to get to know you guys a little bit more is the question we got from our last guest, the lovely Sasha Satui. If you could live in any city in the world, which city would you live in?
Oh, Alyssa, you go first.
First thought, I feel like I just got back from Bali. I'm really in my Bali era. Like, guys, if you haven't been, you must go. Like, I had the best time. So right now, like, I just want to go back there, get on a Gojek and just like ride around Bali. Like, I could see myself living there. So much fun. So wait, but is that a city? Like, isn't that a country? So can I use that?
You
or maybe
use that.
Indonesia's
We'll
the
let it
country.
slide.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good.
What about you, Aimee?
Not quite Bali. I think I need to be there first, but definitely Italy. I feel like I always see like meme stuff of Italy, and I'm like, you guys just went to Italy, right?
A city in Italy
Yeah.
or just Italy as a whole?
Yeah.
Just Italy. I think I'd go. Milan. Wait, is Milan in Italy?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd go to Milan and then live there and be like living the life, I reckon.
If you could swap lives with one professional athlete in the world, who would it be? And what would you do in their bodies for a day, I suppose?
Guys, like Caitlin Clark. Do you know Caitlin Clark? Like, I love Caitlin Clark. Like, I can't tell you how much I love her. If you don't know her, she plays in the women's NBA for the Fever. Like, do you guys know her? Can you please like?
Yeah,
yeah.
girl.
Oh,
I know her.
Okay, here we go.
I don't live under a rock.
She has to be like the coolest human in the world. Like, she
Yeah.
is just an icon. Like, I want to be her and I want to play basketball like her. Like, I don't play basketball, but I would love to just like be her or see her. Like, she is like my favorite person, you know? So
basketball
answer.
is such a steezy sport. Every basketball player just seems so cool in their own way without
Yeah.
having to try to be cool.
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
literally her. She's just giving cool, I feel like. And I
Yeah.
don't know what she does, but she's just cool.
To be another professional athlete, I'd be Alessia Russo. Alessia Russo is like my favorite player in the whole world. And I'm not really sure why, but she just is my favorite player. And she's so good.
She's another cool girl. Yeah, so before we get into some other chats, I'd really just like to know what your football journeys have been from like a grassroots level. Like, when did you realize that you wanted to pursue football professionally, I suppose?
Okay, yeah. So I started playing football when I was really young, like 5 around then. And I like immediately like loved it. I was always kind of the kid who would play all the time in the backyard sort of thing. My dad was like always my coach. So I played with boys up until I was like around 14, I would say. And then I think when I was 15, that's when I transitioned to playing with in the women's space. And yeah, I was playing in Christchurch at a club called Horswell. From that age, I was kind of playing in like the top team, so playing with like a lot of older people. And at the same time, I was in the New Zealand setup with like the under 17s, under 16s, all that sort of thing. So I'd go to camps every couple months and do that. And then on my 18th birthday was when I got my first pro contract, like literally on my birthday, guys. Like, so fun. I actually got rejected at first, guys, which is fine. They'd kind of told me like, oh, maybe you're just like a little bit too young, sort of thing. And then 2 days later, it was my birthday, and I was actually at the dentist. Like, so weird, guys. Like, I was at the dentist on my birthday, but like, who does that? But, you know, happy birthday. And then I got a message from Gemma, who was the coach, and she was like, hey, can like we call? And this was like a couple of days after she'd just rejected me. I call her, and my mouth was, I think I got a filling. I couldn't really talk. Like, I was a bit like, I don't want to do the voice because that's probably like really rude. Yeah, that. Literally that exactly. And she like just called me and she was like, hey, we now have scholarship spots, like, and we really want to give you one. Like, will you come? You have to leave in 2 days. And I was like, absolutely. Like, guys,
I love
like,
you.
yeah, I like tried to speak like not much, but I also wanted to let her know I was so excited. So I made sure I like messaged her after. I was like, I'm so excited. like thank you so much. And yeah, the rest is history. I've been at the Phoenix for 4 years now.
It probably came off as really cool because, you know, you'd been just rejected a couple of days ago. So the minimal speaking was probably like, oh, you know, like she's just treading carefully, protecting her peace. Like,
yeah, literally. I hope I was giving that vibe. I'm not sure if I
gotta
was.
earn it.
Yeah, like, don't come running back now.
Yeah, you want me now?
Yeah.
What about you, Aimee? Where did you start off?
I started at Eastern Suburbs. So I started when I was like maybe 9, I think. I stayed there till I was around 14, which was mean, like just like in the age group kind of teams and stuff. It was real awesome. And then I moved down to Cambridge, and it was like COVID years, so it was real crazy. Like, didn't really have like a team or anything. And I just joined the Cambridge women's team. They were like, I don't know, like 3rd division women's and stuff. But I was like, oh my God, I'm training with women. Like, this is so scary. Like, blah, blah, blah. And then from there, I made it into like the YBOP, like, what's it called? National League team? Like, at the time, it was National League was like regions. So it wasn't like, it wasn't like Auckland United, blah, blah, blah. It was literally just like Auckland, YBOP,
the different
OTAP, I
setup,
don't know. Yeah, like it was fully different. And so like I randomly trialed for that. And that's when I was like Grace Wisniewski was there, and like Kelly Brown and stuff. They'd just come back from the World Cup when they came 3rd. And I was like, yo, like I want to do that. Like, that's so sick. And so I was like set in stone. I was like, I'm grinding now. Like, I'm making under 17s next year. And so the next year I made like a couple under 17s camps, like whatever was on. I moved to Wanderers. And then the next year was like World Cup year. So I went up to Auckland, lived there with someone called Ruby Nathan, and played at Auckland United, and we won Kate Stewart Cup, went to the World Cup. It was so fun. And I met Millie. And then after that, I went down to Wellington and just have been in Wellington ever since. And then I got my first pro contract last year. And so, yay! And then that was it.
Yay!
Yeah.
You said that when you went to Cambridge and you went to YBOP, you were surrounded by the team. Do you think when you started playing in that like women's setup, that was when it clicked in your brain that you were like, this is what I want to do? Or was it something you'd always kind of been interested in?
Well, I mean, like when I was around like 14, so year 10, my last year in Auckland, I was kind of like, nah, I'm done. I just like can't commit to this. And then when I went down to Cambridge, and like, I just feel like because of COVID, like we weren't really going out, and I was like, I have like nothing really to do except do football.
Was it difficult to find girls specified goalkeeper training?
Yeah, I mean, I was really lucky because at Cambridge and even like at school, we had specific goalkeeper coaches, but I was like one-on-one mostly. So it was just me and like a coach. And so in that sense, I always had coaches that I could have, and they were like so good.
What is your football hot take that would make the rest of your team side-eye you?
Okay, mine is just like very basic, but I cannot stand grip socks. Like,
I agree.
I will never wear grip socks. I will never cut my socks. I will like. I think you guys are just doing this just for the sake of doing this.
Nah.
Like you're doing it just to wear grip socks and have your socks showing, and like, no, you don't need to do this. Just wear your socks.
Nah.
I don't like grip socks because I can't get my foot in the boot, but I cut my socks because it like keeps my shin pads up.
What, if you
Yeah.
cut your sock?
Yeah, because then I tuck my shin pad into the bottom sock and then put the cut sock over it, so then it never falls.
Wait, so you do cut your socks?
Yeah, but I don't use
Oh.
grip socks. I just use like Nike Cruise.
Okay, like I just don't agree with that at all.
How
Like,
do you keep your shin pads up?
I just think like socks are made to not be cut. Like, why are we cutting them?
Have you not seen Alyssa's shin pads fall out in the
I
game?
know.
Yeah.
I know.
Okay, I don't think that's
Simple solution to that, Alyssa.
Nah, I don't think that's a sock issue. I think I just need to start using tape. Like
Yeah.
I'm like running around the field like chasing my shin pads. Like it's actually a joke.
Bro,
It's
you
so
with your
bad.
baby oil, it's everywhere, it's slipping out.
Okay, we need to ask her about her pre-game rituals.
Guys, like, do you actually want to know? Like, it starts like the full day before. So I'll do my primer after we do our -1. Always got to do your primer. And then
And what's that for the non-footballers?
Oh, sorry. Yes, for the non-footballers, it's just like a quick gym session that you do, like very like explosive, quick movements, like, you know, like to get ready for the game, just to replicate movements. It should only take like 45 minutes. And then straight after that, then I'll go into the pools. I'll do the pools, hot, cold, hot, cold. Okay, that's done. And then I'll go shower. And then I go home and then kind of just relax for a little bit. And then my prep starts straight away with dinner. I'll always be on dinner. Chicken pesto pasta with a side of potatoes and then also a glass of chocolate milk. So then that will be my dinner. And then after that is when I start putting on football highlights. I'll just search up skills and goals like 2025, like, you know what I mean? And I'll put that on and then I'll watch that for a little bit. And then after that, then I put my speaker on, my pink speaker, and then I'll start playing some jams. I'll go into the shower, I'll do my everything shower. And then after that, then I'll tan. And then after that, you know, like my Bondi tan,
Yep.
1 hour express is what I'm currently using. And then after that, then I will put on my Normatex, guys. Normatex, best invention ever. Put on my Normatex. While I'm putting on my Normatex, I'm also putting on my Messi movie. So I watched the Messi movie. It's on YouTube, 33 minutes long. Guys, I'm kind of trying to stray away from it because, you know, just like you just like get into bad habit. Like if I don't watch the Messi movie, oh my God, like what's going to happen sort of thing. But anyways, I put on the
been
Messi
watching
movie.
this movie for how
Yeah.
many years? Like
I think it would have been around 4 years. I would watch this movie
Yeah,
before every single game I play. I'm not even talking about every professional game I played. I'm talking about every game, internal, like whatever, like Sunday league game, I'll be putting on the Messi movie.
Surely that's so boring if you keep watching it, the same movie.
when I roomed with her, I'm just side-eyeing like the Messi movie every time.
That's Millie's side eye, bro.
Yeah, we watch that, and that's how the rest of my night kind of looks. And then I go to sleep, and then I wake up, sort of same thing, like put on some football highlights again, and just, you know, do the usual, get in the zone from like the second you wake up, sort of thing. And then when we get to the game, that's when, you know, like I do my little routine. My routine is only really my baby oil, or am I missing something else, guys? Like my baby oil, my scrunchie.
Can we have a little bit more
Oh,
explanation
sorry.
to this baby oil action? Because
I feel like you also use what's the thing on your neck? I remember you putting that on.
Oh, Vicks as well,
Moisturizer.
guys. Oh, moisturizer. Well, guys, I feel like this is normal stuff. But yeah, okay, so the baby oil is like so important. I saw this thing on TikTok. You put baby oil all over your body because it makes me feel like I can like slip through defenders because I'm so like
The defenders probably
you know,
hate.
like, because like, and then someone would come up and touch me and they'll be like, oh, and I'm like, and they couldn't touch me because like they would just like slip off. So I was like, okay, it's going to work. Like I'll be able to like slip through defenders. I think it works brilliantly. I think like I will do it forever.
it's part of the routine now. It has to be done.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to
Anyway.
ask, do you guys have any like super passionate football ex? Because this has been quite a hot topic on the podcast lately.
Billy, you're one. Like, can we please just say this one? Oh, this infuriates me more than anything. Like, the self-awareness is just not there. Okay, for those who don't know, we're talking about how you have the cooler with all the drinks in it, has everyone's drinks in that one cooler. Like, there's a break. You go over, you get a drink. There's people who get there first. I would say it's like 80% of the team, probably even more. Get their drink, stand at the cooler, so you can't get your own drink. Like, why are we doing, like, it infuriates me, like, so much. Like, I thought I was the only one that felt like this until I saw this podcast, guys. Like, this changed my life. Now I know I'm not alone.
I know.
Changed your life.
It's so
Liz, you
real.
explained that so much better than Millie. When she explained it to me, I was so confused. So
Yeah, I
that was
was
a
watching
lovely,
that.
clear explanation. Thank you for that.
Do you know what also annoys me is like in huddles and then people like stand right in front of you in the huddle when you're trying to look at the whiteboard. I'm like,
Oh,
I
haven't
was
really
there.
noticed that
Do you
one.
know like when people, you're standing in a circle and then you're like standing there and then someone goes in front of you to get a better view of the board, but then you just block them.
That just seems rude. Like,
It is
like,
rude.
what?
One of my pet peeves is that.
Oh
That's
my
like in a
God.
concert, if someone stands up and you can't see in front if you're like sitting,
Yeah.
you're like, excuse me, I can't see. No,
Yeah.
joke
I'm
up.
probably the person standing up in front of you at a
Yeah.
concert, Amy.
I feel like me too, actually. Nah,
Yeah.
actually, nah, I get annoyed. Excuse me, I can't see.
Aimee, do you have
Um,
any icks?
Yeah, do you
Or-
have any next thing?
My biggest ick would be the snot rockets when people go like this and then. Sorry, I think I just nearly snot rocketed but onto the grass. Onto the grass, and I'm there just like, I might dive on this. Like, this is so disgusting. That's just my number one ick is people snot rocketing.
So valid. So valid.
Yeah, it's gross.
I'm going to dive into some of the most likely twos for between you two, if you're ready.
Yes.
Okay.
So, Amy or Alyssa, who is most likely to have a wardrobe malfunction before a game?
Aimee. How do we do this?
Yeah, I think me. Once I brought 2 right-handed gloves to training, so I feel like I could potentially do that, just like something like
Yeah.
that.
And I feel like your boots are like often broken, like
Yeah.
somehow.
Yeah, that's true. Or like just like brown, pretty
Yeah.
dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, who's
Yeah.
most likely to miss a team meeting?
Aimee.
Okay,
Damn.
Alyssa, calm down here. Okay, no, the answer's not Aimee.
Oh, what?
The answer is not Aimee.
I am so clued on. Like, it's
Alyssa.
not even fun. No, like, don't annoy me here. Like, the question is who is most likely to. So neither of us, but if it had to be one of us, it's you.
I honestly think it's pretty even.
Yeah,
Millie!
50-50, baby. 50-50.
Oh,
I take that,
I
Millie. I
think
take
it's
that.
No.
Like, I know you both would try not to be, but I don't think one of you outweighs the other.
I feel like I've changed
Yeah.
a lot recently, though. Like,
Okay,
in the
maybe,
past
yeah.
year, compared
Okay,
to
no,
when you
I'll
last
take
saw
it.
me.
I'll take it.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Because I
Grateful.
actually have missed a meeting before.
Okay.
So I'll wholeheartedly
Okay, the
take
truth
that.
comes out now.
Yeah, fine.
Who is most likely to get into a fight?
Okay, it depends the
Mhm.
situation.
I agree. I
Mhm.
think it depends on the occasion. I think on the field, Alyssa, outside
Yeah,
of
100%.
football, maybe for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. I can agree with
I
that.
wouldn't touch a fly like outside of football, but as soon as we cross that white line, I think I could get into like 10 fights a game, honestly. Like,
Honestly,
that
Guys,
would
don't
bother
come
me
near
so-
Alyssa.
But as soon as I'm off that pitch, I get like the biggest like first-hand embarrassment. Like, what are you doing, Alyssa? Like, yeah.
Alyssa, what has been your like most angry football moment on the pitch?
Oh, I think I know.
Me and Alyssa had a bit of a domestic. It was like remember Alyssa in training, I think the goalkeepers were just not having a good training. I remember every pass I did was either just not making it or something. I don't know. But then Alyssa, were you in my team maybe?
I think I was.
Yeah, so Alyssa's in my team. I can't remember. It was like small-sided games. So for the non-footballers, it's like 5v5, kind of 5v5, 4v4, and a goalie. And me and Alyssa are in the same team. I think we were losing maybe. And
We
it was
were.
one too many passes that I'd passed out probably. And Alyssa turns... Wait, what did you say, Alyssa?
I said, something, probably like want to pass to the right team or something like that.
She popped up, and I turned to her and I was like, nah, I'm not having a bar of this. I was like, Wing, you're literally doing the same thing. Like, what are you talking about? And we're like, oh, and it was just like in training, and it was pretty. And then we had to apologize. It was like a bit of a...
Nah, it was funny. I think what made it funny was Aimee called me Wing, and she calls me Wing, that's another story. She just calls me that as my nickname. And when she called me Wing, it kind of made me laugh a little bit. I was like, why is this girl telling me off but also calling me Wing? I was like, this just isn't adding up. But we spoke about it after, and it was so funny. We laugh about it now.
It's kind of like when you get into a fight with your sibling and your mum will go, oh my God, stop fighting. But you're kind of fighting and you know that you'll be okay the second after.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It wasn't deep at all. I love that. So funny.
No,
just Alyssa being Alyssa.
Yeah.
Okay, so Alyssa, we know that this season you achieved 50 caps for the Wellington Phoenix, which is an amazing achievement. You're the second person from the Phoenix to do that, so I think that's super special in itself. And quite a few of your videos that got posted went super viral, and we would like to know a little more around the backstory and how you got to this point and why it was so emotional for you, because I know part of the journey you've been on, and I think it's really special and an amazing achievement to get to that 50 caps.
Oh, that was so nice. Love you, Millie. Yeah, so as I kind of said earlier, I've been here from the start, coming up 5 years now, and it's definitely been a journey, and I've learnt that professional football, there's so many highs and lows. The highs are so high, but the lows are very low. And each season for me has been really different, and I had a great first season. It was a bit of a whirlwind, just a shock to the system, playing pro football, my dream. And then the second season was really difficult, and that was when I kind of became really good friends with Millie. She was kind of my go-to girl that season, and she got me through so much stuff. So grateful, Millie. But yeah, so I actually took a bit of a mental health break after that World Cup, 20s World Cup, before season 2. It was a really difficult season for me, and then during that process I found out about my dad. He got diagnosed with terminal breast cancer. Breast cancer it's strange for men, but he's going through that. So he's been terminal for, I'd say, two years now, maybe just a bit longer, and they didn't give us a time frame, but said that would be looking at around 3 to 4 years. So which means that there's not a lot of time. And when I think about when we found out about that, it feels like it was yesterday, but obviously it's been time since then. And then after that, I really struggled with not knowing if I was doing right by still playing football. But anyone that knows my dad knows he's the biggest football fan ever. And I think it was important for me to carry on playing football for him. And I think it kind of shifted my perspective and my why to not really make football so much about myself and just do it for my dad because he loves it so much. And I think that was really important for me. So then obviously everyone, knows my biggest fear is time, guys. I wasn't planning on talking about it on here, but I think it probably stems from, my dad being terminal, and just time goes so quickly. So then when I went to season 3, that was also a difficult season for me. I wasn't getting a lot of game time, but my perspective had also shifted in that. It was hard because all I wanted to do was play football so my dad could watch, because the reality is he doesn't have that much time to watch my football anymore, and that sucks. So then near the end of season 3, I got a lot of game time, and I felt like I was playing really good football for me, and I was really happy enjoying it. It's one of those things where you think about it every day and you don't really voice it. It's just one of those things that I have to deal with. But also, obviously, my dad has it so much worse. He has 100 doctor appointments each day, and I'm not in the same city as him. I don't see him. It's, it's hard. But season 4 was really special, and I'm so grateful that the Phoenix made it so special for me that day. I knew they were coming up, but I didn't know that my dad was going to walk onto the field. So it was really sweet. And yeah, I'm so grateful for that. Like Temps and the whole Phoenix made it such a nice day. And I think everyone behind the scenes knows that this has kind of been going on, and it's kind of one of those things that you just like don't talk about. Him walking on the pitch, like I was so shocked. I think even in the video you can see like right at the start I say a couple swear words because I was just like, oh, what is going on, guys? But it was really nice, and like I'll remember that forever, and like I hope that until he goes, like we can make a couple more memories like that. But I think that would be like a very special one that both him and I will remember forever.
Thank you so much for sharing that.
Yeah.
Emotion. While we're in this emotion state, you mentioned your mental health break. Is there an aspect where you believe that taking a break can make you a better player in the long run,
Yeah.
maybe?
Yeah, we can talk about it a bit. I think for me, I had such a great first season. Like it was just like I was a little kid playing pro football pretty much. And it's kind of weird. Like I was playing pro football and I hadn't ever stepped foot in a gym, which is kind of crazy. That's how crazy that first season was, which is pretty wild. Then after that, I obviously had like the whole 20 cycle. I missed 17s because of COVID. So I went straight to the 20 cycle. And I kind of just put all this expectation and pressure on myself to be the best, because I know like how it felt like after that first season. I just wanted, the sky was the limit. That's kind of how I felt. That can be a positive in some ways, but I also felt like I turned it into a negative by putting all this pressure on me, and I could never really like look at myself and like pat myself on the back. It was like a really difficult time for me. Nothing was ever good enough, and I think that's when I started like comparing myself to others and just really not enjoying football. So I went to the 20s World Cup in a really negative place, and that was also when Millie was there. I just was so gutted that I wasn't in like a good place mentally. Like it was really difficult for me because I'd worked so hard. I felt like everything in my life was leading up to this point. So that was really hard. And then I think after 20s, I really hit like a post-tournament blues where I kind of became extremely like sad, quite depressed and very anxious. Like I wasn't doing normal like functions, let alone for a professional athlete. Like I was absolutely like bed rotting. Like I was like in my bed, I wasn't eating, wasn't sleeping, like wasn't kicking a ball, wasn't doing like all these things that you should be doing. And funny enough, after that, I got my first call up to the national team, which is, just crazy timing
Life
for
is
someone.
weird.
Yeah, it was weird. Like I was in the worst possible mental state and getting a call up to the national team. And it's really hard because like I look back on that and that's like my childhood dream. And obviously that hasn't happened since then, but to be in such a bad place, going to the national team, I just felt all these like terrible emotions, and that made me feel 100 times worse. Definitely a character building time, but I think after that we realized like I really needed to take a break. So I went straight back home to Christchurch, took a break for my mental health, and I still wasn't really accepting it at this point that, I wasn't in a good place. So then I just wanted to play football, even though I wasn't enjoying it. So I kind of rushed that process a bit and came back like a week before the season started, just so I could play football. But then Millie kind of knows that I wasn't myself. And I think 3 or 4 games into the season, like I ended up getting sent back home for a couple months. Do you remember that, Millie? Like I just like
Yeah.
was not myself.
I remember you being completely different, but I remember like we were the little duo because I didn't talk to anyone else. And then when you left, I was like gutted because I had no friends. But it was so needed, and I think it showed real bravery to step away and prioritize yourself. And I think you're so much better for it. So yeah, everyone was super proud.
Yeah, no, so I took a couple months off, and it was definitely like so hard to accept that that's what I needed to do, and like it was such like a roller coaster ride being back home. I still wasn't doing those normal functions, eating, sleeping, like doing all those things that you should be doing. It was a really hard process to accept that I wasn't doing okay, and it was hard to also tell my family that I wasn't doing okay because they just wanted to see me happy. But I had to go home, and I'm glad I did it. Like the girls were so supportive of me, like they'd constantly reach out to me, and I think it made it a lot better. I got help. Like I spoke to someone like every couple days. And then when I started doing better, it would progress to like once a week and then that sort of thing. I got on medication, like that sort of thing. Like I helped myself get through that. And eventually like I came back in a better place. And that didn't mean that it was all like smooth sailing. Like I'm kind of learning that mental health is so like up and down. But the more you're willing to speak about it, the more like people will be there for you. And I feel like I'm pretty open with my mental health now. And like just talking about like this past season, like I still have all that stuff going on with my dad that affects me each day. But like the girls I'm surrounded by in the team last year was so amazing. Like Aimee, my girl, like she like has got me through so much and I'm like so grateful. But just the more you talk about it, like people genuinely do care. And it's hard that in professional sport it's not as spoken about, but I hope people even like hearing like my small story, like I hope that can like help someone know that like it is actually so okay to not be okay. And just because like we are professional athletes, like we're not immune to like those things that people go through like in day-to-day life. And like it will be okay, like things will get better, it will be hard, but you can still find joy in life.
Being a professional athlete is hard, and like I don't think a lot of people on the outside, they just don't understand to the level because they've never experienced it. And like there's so many things we face, like comparison, like if you're not playing, if you're not doing well, it's so hard. And there are so many other outside factors as well. So I think it's really important to talk about it. And like I know people hearing your story will relate and really find empathy in that. And yeah, I think that's why it's so important. So thank you for sharing, Alyssa.
Oh, thanks for listening. Aimee, anything you want to say? Because I know you've also had your hard time.
Okay, well, quickly, I think, Alyssa, you've done so good and I'm so proud of you. But yeah, I mean, like, mental health is like obviously common through every single athlete. I think for me, I've been so up and down, same as Alyssa, up and down, going to doctors about it, just committing to trying to fix it, because for me, I get like really bad anxiety, and like before games, I'm really getting testament to this, but at the World Cup, I was like in shambles right before the last game. I was like crying, like literally we're about to go into the tunnel and I'm like nowhere to be seen, bawling, and like the coach is like, Aimee, like, come on, like you're gonna go. And I was walk out, I'm tearing in this tunnel. Germany's probably looking at me like, mate, what are you doing? But then we walk out and I had a mean game, so it was all good. But then same with Kate Shepherd Cup, like the same thing happened right before it. And honestly, I think especially for a goalkeeper, like one of like the most stressful positions probably in any sport is being that goalkeeper. And I think it's just so hard because even like a defender, if like the ball goes under their foot or something like then it's just another player's going to come up and sweep the ball. But if a goalkeeper does that, it's in the goal. And I think it's literally so hard to just like learn how to deal with that sort of pressure and try and like know that this is your position. Like you're there for yourself. Obviously, like if you do something bad, your team will always back you. Like the girls at the Phoenix, I mean, will just come up, pat you on the back, all good, next time, whatever. But yeah, like it's on you, and like you take it so like deeply. You train to love the pressure, but obviously it takes time to get there. And even like still now, I'm still struggling with that a little bit. But as I've gone on, I've learned heaps of coping mechanisms to try and help like minimize, I guess, the stress that I feel. And that's through like work with psychologists, so through New Zealand football, and like the Wellington Phoenix have been so good to me with giving me all these psychologists and resources. I've been injured since the World Cup with my elbow. So I had a bursa, which is like this like tennis ball basically on your elbow. People don't understand how hard injuries are, like no matter like how big or small, just so hard to like deal with. And watching your friends like playing and you just wanting to be out there playing, and it's honestly so draining and so hard. But for me, I had such a good like group of people around me, like my flatmates, Alyssa, Amelia, Zoe, Mania, like to me were beautiful humans. Even like Millie, who's like across the country, like helping me all the time. And I think no matter, like for Millie, if I called her, she'll pick up, be like, yeah, Aimee, blah, 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 like have a mean chat. And like, I just get off the phone and I'm like, okay, wait, I love my life. So I think just the people around you is like so important. And in terms of like Alyssa kind of touched on it, like having those people there to support you and like knowing that you're loved and like all the stuff that people like say, but you actually like need that kind of stuff. Like it's so important, and having those relationships. So that's my mental health.
Okay. I want to ask Alyssa, about your goal celebrations.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Some of the
I
stories
thought you
behind them.
thought you were never gonna ask. Guys, I love scoring goals. Like,
Yeah.
I just want to do it more. Honestly, I like get this real weird feeling when I score. It's like I'm in a movie or in a dream or something, and then as soon as the ball hits the back of the net, I'm like, oh my god, like it's real. And Aimee and Millie can probably, more Aimee could probably speak about it. How I celebrate like this at training as well. Like it's not just a game thing, guys. I like
Not just a game,
celebrate.
guys.
Yeah, like you should see me. Like the footage, the drone footage, like just captures me like going absolutely crazy. And like I could score a tap in, and like I'm still gonna celebrate like I won the World Cup. Like, guys, I don't know why I do this, but I feel like every time I score, it goes viral. Like not for the goal, for the celebration. But yeah.
You need to implement some celebration practice into your pre-match routine. Sorry, I'm just adding another thing. Before we finish up, what is a question you'd like to ask our next guest on the podcast?
Maybe like if you could have any superpower, what superpower and why? Or is that dumb? Aimee, you're looking
No,
at me
that's a
like
good
that was so
question.
dumb.
No, I think
Oh.
you're beautiful,
Yeah.
Alyssa. That's good. Okay, nice question, Alyssa.
What about you,
That's
Aimee?
okay.
Oh, who's your biggest inspiration?
Oh, cute.
Anyway, thank you guys so much for listening today. We've seriously had a blast. What I want anyone who has listened to this episode is any footballers or athletes, comment down below if you're going to put baby oil into your pre-match ritual.
Or any other rituals you may have.
Controversial.
Most unique one wins.
Yeah.
I think Alyssa will win.
Subscribe to us on YouTube if you haven't already, and follow
And Instagram and TikTok.
us on Instagram and TikTok at Millie and Billie No Ball and Aimee and Alyssa.
Yeah, full go flatting. Follow.
Follow at Full Go Flatting on
Aimee
TikTok.
Danieli, follow.
Oh, and Alyssa Whinham. Follow.
Yeah,
Make sure you follow them to keep up with their amazing footballing journeys and everything else that comes with that.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.